Hey Virgo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Welcome to your love reading. We're going to be getting messages from Tarot as well as Oracle today. Make sure you stick around to the very end when we actually ask for advice. That's always very helpful. All right, you guys, we're going to get right into it. I thank you very much for hitting the like button on your way in. That really helps the channel and it helps other Virgos see it in the algorithm. So, all right, what does Virgo need to know about love? Virgo love. If you'd like for me to send you my good energy, my positive vibes, say hi in the comment section. That way I've got something that represents you that I can focus on. And I encourage everybody else to chime in too. This is a safe place for everybody. It's really a positive place, and I seal that with my word and my intention. We are starting out with 5 of Pentacles. Then we have the King of Cups. And then we have the 6 of Cups. So we have a really interesting vibe here. 5 of Pentacles talks about a sense of lack. We're going from a feeling in your love life, and this doesn't always have to be romantic either, you guys. Keep that in mind. All of you guys are going through different things, so I'm going to try to translate the energy best as possible. You're going from a place of lack, like not having enough, an abundance of love, an abundance of gratitude for those relationships. You're going from a lack of that to an abundance of that. And what you're specifically directed towards is something nostalgic, something from your past. And the bridge between the two is an individual. This is the King of Cups can be a water sign, but they don't have to be. There's somebody who looks at you compassionately. They love you most likely. And they're a very compassionate person by nature. They're nurturing, they could be creative, emotional, sensitive, but there's an emotional maturity about them, and that's why they're a king. Represented by the king is that they're developed in these emotions and in kind of the art of compassion. So it is this individual who is helping you from a place of scarcity. If you look at this picture, they're walking out in the snow and they have, like, one is got crutches and a bandaged leg, and the other is cold and barefoot in the snow. You get the idea. It's supposed to represent this place of not being able to see the abundance that you actually have around you. And this individual is playing a key role into that turning around. So let's talk a little bit about this individual and find out more about them for you guys. And then let's talk about this turnaround. Who is this King of Cups for my Virgos in love? We have the Devil. Very interesting card. Excuse me. 4 of Wands and 8 of Wands. A lot of energy, a lot of communication, possibly travel. There's stability here. What is this? Is this codependence? Are they codependent on you? Are you codependent on them? So there's breaking through. I think that there is almost this thread connecting you two. Maybe in past lives. Hard to say, right? No way to prove that. But if it feels that way, it wouldn't surprise me. There's kind of a breakthrough with this individual. Things start moving fast. It could be in communication. It could be news, good news. It could also be travel with this person. They might be traveling to you. They could be a family member for some of you. And there's something that you guys might be taking on together. This project, a venture, a new skill. It's learning something. So you have, like, whatever it is, you have to kind of develop it, or you have to learn more about it. And you're breaking through some of your old disciplines or your old norms, your old rules with this individual. They in turn may be breaking through some of those with you. This is a beautiful exchange. 6 of Pentacles talks about equal give and equal take, an act of generosity. So it really seems like the bridge between this place of scarcity and a place of revival, abundance, nostalgia. This could even be like making you feel like you did when you were a kid, or back when you were in your 20s or something. This person is bringing on an opportunity to bridge that gap with kind of a new venture, with possible travel, with communication. Tell me more about this Six of Cups, this turnaround, this nostalgic place that you find yourself in. Queen of Pentacles, that has Virgo energy all over it as an earth sign. And then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. I would like to just unpack that a little further because it feels kind of like, for some of you, this will be an apology for some. And it's kind of been a long time coming. It could be around a revelation, a realization, or a brand new bit of information coming through, which is sometimes representative of apology, because there's this information that needed to come out. There's kind of this, and it was around impulse, maybe there was a flash of impulse or hot-headedness at one point. But I think that it's different in this case. It's getting a different perspective on maybe something that used to upset you about this specific person. Because with the Devil card, it can mean that we're stuck in a behavioral pattern with an individual or with ourselves. And in this case, it could be around communication, and you're having this breakthrough. And it's very positive. It's like, okay, we got that over with. We got that out of the way. Now let's just have fun. For some of you guys, you won't even feel the need to communicate anything. You'll just be observing this. It'll be a realization that you can break through this old pattern with this individual. It feels very good. I would like a new deck now. And let's ask for my Virgos, advice and love. We take them as they fall. You're getting a lot of perspective on something. Specifically, there's something around your sense of stability and home that you have shut out, and you have you've taken that as an option, thinking maybe it was your only option, and now you're realizing it wasn't, and it isn't. You can look at your independence now very differently. A lot of you guys have grown extremely independent because you felt it was an option, or it was your only option. And now you can look at your independence like you have the freedom of making many choices. And this is just but one choice of many that you can go for. Like if you want to, for instance, if you want to be alone, if you want to cook dinner by yourself and have a night alone, it's an option. It's a choice, not a necessity. And you're going to be very, very, very happy about that. So in the advice column for your tarot reading, it's saying, observe maybe the choices, the things you've told yourself you can't do, the offers you've told yourself, or the offers you've decided not to take. And I say you've decided not to take because this is an apathy card. So it's like simply not being interested in this offer being sent down from the heavens. You know, it's like people can offer certain things like, why don't you come in from the cold? Or why don't you join us for this? Or, you know, a family member or a lover can be like, hey, I want to give you love here, you know. And in the past, this is pointing out that whereas before you felt you had to say no, or you couldn't even see it, you couldn't even see the offer there, and you had only yourself to rely on. Now, what is happening with this individual, this King of Cups, bridging the gap between a place of scarcity to a place of nostalgia and breaking a pattern, you're realizing now your independence is an option. And you'll be very happy with the Sun. Now, here's an interesting card I haven't mentioned yet, and this is the Eight of Cups. It's upside down. It means that you don't have to necessarily leave something behind. But let's find out more about that. This just flew out. But why is it not being left behind? Okay, this is so clear. You just got your own card again, and you got another Virgo card on top of it. Queen of Pentacles comes out upside down with the Hermit. The Hermit is the only one upright. Underneath that is the Eight of Cups upside down, the Ten of Wands. There's something you are very stubbornly holding on to, and you're going to see it very clearly. You're going to get the option within this relationship to see what it is that you've been holding on to. And you're going to be a very classic Virgo in the sense that you're not going to just impulsively be able to let it go. It's going to give you just deep insight on the way you work, on the way you tick. And the Hermit is asking you to please just take time and go into the woods, go into the dark woods of your psyche, using that lantern, which represents your intuition, your inner wisdom. What is it telling you regarding this thing you're holding on to? And it's worn out, it's exhausting you. And why do I say it's exhausting you? Is because the Ten of Wands is upside down. It's like you finished this chapter a long time ago. You finished whatever this dynamic was a long time ago. So what is it in you that is holding on to it? Because it's tiring you out. It has something to do with the way you receive love. It's the way you, and even what you're willing to see. Like this Four of Cups here. She can't even see the cup that is being offered to her. She's looking down at the ground with this sense of apathy. So remember that you have options, and that you've got this person, this King of Cups, male or female, anybody in between, doesn't matter, gender isn't attached, but they are a blessing in your life. They're also somebody you know. They maybe go way back with you. And there's nothing like the people that we know to kind of show us a mirror to ourselves. But this is a beautiful reflection you'll see. You know. Yeah, you're going to see a lot. So I'm wishing you guys luck, sending you off with love. Again, please like the video. Please consider subscribing, and take good care.